Stranger, have you seen my dad?
Keep drinking mead until I become one.
Dad's a soldier in the Legion. He's always off with them, serving at some fort up in the mountains. That's what my mom told me. She told me that her dad was in the Legion too. He's big and tall with yellow hair. She works at the Geralview Inn. I don't think she likes it there, but she says she has to make ends meet. Whatever that means. Whose end, and why does he need me in the first place? Licinia Ironheart. She told me that she used to be called Licinia Prelius, but then she married Dad. Yeah, Grandpa told me it's a soldier's duty and that I should be proud of him. At home, I think. We all live in the big house across from the wizards. Celis Prelius. Mommy says it's a strong imperial name, but I like my name better. It means I have a strong heart. Mommy must like it better too, because she uses it even though it makes Grandpa mad.
Talk to you later.
Can I help you? Heron. That oaf. Oh, did Licinia send you my way? Forget I said that. No, I haven't heard from him in months. Not since he was called to arms. It's that obvious, is it? Well, I don't hate the boy. He's a good husband to Licinia, and a good father to Elena. But if I had a son like that, I'd ask the Divines what I had done wrong. You might not understand why, but every soldier of the Legion takes an oath. Upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor, Titus Mede II, and unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire. May those above judge me, and those below take me if I fail in my duty. Long live the Emperor! Long live the Empire! Heron said those words, but I could tell he never meant them. He holds Skyrim and his Nord heritage closer to his heart than he ever held the Empire.
Name's Cetus Perusius, owner and proprietor of Icewind Traders here in Bruma. A diverse and wide range of...
What can I get you? Oh, that girl. I hope she hasn't been too much trouble. Yes, she's mine and Heron's. Well, used to be at any rate. Recently, she's just been mine. He was stationed at Fort Pale Pass, but we haven't heard anything for months. None of the soldiers passing through here on leave have seen him either. I've sent letter after letter, but they still haven't told me anything. I have no idea where he is, what happened to him, or if he's even still alive. Yes, many times. I've sent letter after letter, but heard nothing. I can send as many letters as I want, but if Heron isn't even at the fort, then he's hardly going to see them, is he? You would? I'd be indebted to you if you did, stranger. Like I said, he was garrisoned up at Fort Pale Pass. It's right on the border to Skyrim. Good luck. And please, stranger, I beg of you, find my Heron.
What is it? He was patrolling the Pale Pass. The road, not the fort, the day he went missing. Sorry, that's all I know. Until next time.
Damn it all. I'm at a loss. Divines. How can I get that damned guy to shut up and comply? Heron. Oh, yes. Heron. He and a handful of other Imperial soldiers went missing some time ago. Why do you ask? Do you have some information on his whereabouts? Well, that's not surprising. Nobody wants to become a widow. We've received nearly a sack full of letters from her by now. That poor girl. I haven't had the heart to respond. Not until I've discovered some clue to what may have happened to him, at least. Not much, truth be told. One day he and his fellow soldiers just up and vanished. A band of Legion soldiers don't just up and vanish like that. It's unnerving. Clandestine organization unnerving, if you catch my meaning. Unfortunately, no. The Gerals are vast and perilous. The list of possibilities is about as large as Knoll Mountain. And just as imposing, sadly. I was tied up handling interrogations lately. Otherwise, I'd have looked into it more. Maybe talked to some of the troops. Not sure if it's just my lot, or if all soldiers have such a knack for endless gossiping. But, well, maybe they'll have theories to check out. Sorry I couldn't be of more use. I swear, border duty will be the death of me.
The legate has no idea, and I'm not much more informed than him, but, well, I have a theory. One of our own came staggering in, severely wounded. A group of us rushed to help him, but it was too late. He was gasping for air, but I could have sworn he was trying to say Stormcloaks. If Stormcloaks are the culprits, though, then the question is, how did they cross the border? We've got it pretty well guarded on both sides. There's an old cave nearby, filled to the brim with bandits. Some like to speculate that it comes out in Skyrim. Maybe? No, couldn't be. Well, it's an old wives' tale, but, well, it might be worth checking out anyway. Old place is called Serpent's Trail. Let me show you on your map.
The 8th, Frostfall. Half of our legion has been ordered north of Bruma to Pale Pass to reinforce the border with Skyrim. There have been pockets of resistance throughout the province to the ban on Talos worship. That self-righteous justiciar Armian fears that seditious thought will spread to Cyrodiil without swords to meet it, so he invoked the white gold concordat. I received the order from our commander this morning. I have no love for the Thalmor, but orders are orders. We depart tomorrow, but I will spend tonight with my love Licinia and our sweet Eleanor. Celes has promised to continue teaching Eleanor to read in my stead. I don't think the old man has ever quite warmed up to me as family, but he's been a good grandfather to my daughter. The 30th, Frostfall. We've been here for 2 weeks without incident. However, more news traveled in from Skyrim with a caravan of Khajiit. The group of Talos worshippers have declared themselves rebels against Skyrim's High King Torrig. They call themselves the Stormcloaks after their leader Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak of Windhelm. The Thalmor have locked down the border at that news. No one allowed in or out of Pale Pass save for the Legion supply lines into Skyrim and the Thummers prisoners. I cannot even send word via courier to Licinia. I watched a cart of chained Stormcloak prisoners pass through. It seems that a whole camp was taken prisoner. Do they know of the pain they are causing, of the wounds they are reopening? The Great War was fought and won. I love Talos as much as the next Nord, but his death is a small price to pay for peace. Celes may have been the one to push me to the Legion, but I enlisted to make Cyrodiil a safer place for my family. The 5th, Sun's Dusk. We were on patrol when we found them. There were 5 men in the blue garb of the Stormcloaks, hanging from an old pine. The cold preserved their bodies well, but wolves had taken their legs. I recognized them from the prisoner transport. We were told they were to face trial in the Imperial City. The other men looked as sick as I felt. We knew the Legion was being lied to. Taken for fools. The Thalmor are no peacekeepers, they are an occupying force. We cut them down and gave them a proper burial, marking their grave with a mound of stones. We started back to the fort to bring the news to our commanding officer, but crossed paths with a band of Thalmor. They were escorting 2 prisoners, no doubt to meet the robe. We nodded at them as we passed, trying not to betray that we had found the others, but they knew. As we passed them, they attacked us from behind, shoving their prisoners off the road. Only one of our men was lost in the end. Another 2 rushed back to the fort, naively thinking that the betrayal would be punished. I'm sure they met the same end as the hanged men. The 2 prisoners were wary of us at first, but eventually admitted that they were Stormcloaks taken prisoner at the border. Knowing that we could not return and having seen the true face of the Thalmor, we asked to join them. The men spoke of a cave called the Serpent's Trail that led through the mountains. It would bring us to Skyrim. We set out at once. The 15th. Evening Star. I've been stationed here at the mouth of Serpent's Trail for 2 weeks. It seems that my familiarity with these mountains makes me more valuable on this side of the border. I can't contact my family for fear of their safety, but one of our spies has checked in on them for me and they seem to be well. Word has not traveled back to them of my absence. I find myself reflecting on the oath I took when I joined the Legion. Upon my honor, I swore. If I knew then what I know now, I would have spit at those words. Mead rules only at the Thalmor's pleasure. The Empire didn't win the Great War, they just postponed a death sentence. A free Skyrim is the only place left for my family. The 29th. Evening Star. An advanced scout has snuck past the border with a message. Jarl Alfric is headed our way. If he plans to cross the border to Cyrodiil and the Legion have caught wind. I dread having to turn my sword on my former Legion, but I have chosen my path. I hope that I hope that Licinia can forgive me.
What can I get you?
My mortar and pestle can make near any potion or poultice.
I see. I never thought Heron would join the Stormcloaks, but this journal... He was a soldier, so I always knew the worst could happen. But this... Yes, I can see he believed that. I just wish he would have given a thought to his family before standing against the Thalmor. I'll do the only thing I can do. Grieve with my family and try to move on. Despite this, despite what happened, we owe you our thanks. If not for you, we would never have known his fate. Please take this. It used to belong to him, to Heron. I don't want it anymore. You might get some use out of it, at least.